The Romans had a concept that was res extra commercium. That is to say, there are things that do not have to be in commerce. Why? Because they have a special value. When we're speaking about anthropological values, I'm not even speaking about legal values, but anthropological values as health. And health is something that is a public benefit for everybody because your health affects me and my health affects you. Then what we do need to tailor in a better way what is the market and what is the commerce that we can do about these products. So when we speak about health, we should speak in a different way or in a different thought, with different thoughts than when we speak about markets like crayons or other different things. This is why we have to be very aware of the differences of the markets that we should implement here. These markets should have a better regulation. These markets should have a transparent regulation. These markets, in the end, what they do is they affect the global humankind. They affect us all and they affect a public interest, which is health. This is why it is so important. We're speaking about life, we're speaking about death, and we're speaking about the moment from life to death, having a good time when we are here. So when we are ill, then we should have good conditions, and that is something that is a high value and a precious thing that we should take into account. We have to go back to Montesquieu and think about the division of powers. We need to develop a new idea of how we should divide the powers in the digital age. Power now is divided in five big companies, who what they are imposing is a way of thinking, and they are not only imposing a way of thinking, but they are providing the tools that are appropriating all the data, all the private data from all the citizens, all the behavioral data from all the citizens, what we are doing, and not only citizens but also politicians, and what they are doing is they are surveying what our daily lives. This privacy, this data that they are acquiring, and they acquire with our consent because they do so, so they are legally having access to this data. They are enriching their power with that data, and this data, which is ours because it's personal data, we do not receive anything but, well, yeah, some kind of using some tools. This should be rethought, and it should be rethought first of all with data sovereignty concepts. That is to say, these companies should not have access to our data. Second, they should not make profit from our data. And third, when we're speaking about data which is relevant for the progress of humankind, the advance of knowledge, this data should come back to the citizens, so that it should be disclosed. Yes, anonymized, pseudo-anonymized, but this data should come back to the original the original owners of that data, that is European citizens. If they are making profit of this and they're not paying taxes and they're not paying for this material that they are obtaining for free, then they should be charged, and we should think about charging these people. These charges could be, first of all, economical, but we also should think about give us this data because we need it for research and we need it in order to advance knowledge. We need it for open science, and we need to make Europe a place where open science is considerably better than other parts of the world. Why? Because it is our data. It is ours.